For today's lesson, we are going to look at factoring, but we're going to look at the method of difference of squares. So we're going to look at difference of squares with a GCF and without. All right, so this is still SOL A.2c. The learning target, I can completely factor first and second degree polynomials in one variable using difference of square method with and without a GCF. All right, so to start us off, do you remember how to multiply binomials? All right, so remember there were two methods that we looked at. We looked at FOIL and we looked at box method. Remember, box method worked for all types of multiplying with polynomials. FOIL only worked with binomials. All right, so for here, we're just going to use FOIL pretty quickly. Again, you can also use the box method as well. All right, so I have 2x times 2x, which gives me 4x squared. I have 2x times negative 3, which gives me negative 6x. I have 3 times 2x, which gives me 6x, and 3 times negative 3, which gives me 9. So I get 4 squared minus 9 because 6x and negative 6x cancels out. All right, so I have 3x times 3x, which gives me 9x squared. 3 times a negative 5, which gives me negative 15x. 5 times positive 3x, which gives me a positive 15x. And then negative 5 times positive 5, which gives me a negative 25. Again, my negative 15 and my positive 15 cancel out, so I get 9x squared minus 25. And then for the last example, we have 5a squared times 5a squared, which gives me 25a to the 4th. 5a squared times a negative 4b gives me a negative 20a squared b plus 20a squared b. And then we have positive 4b times a negative 4b, which gives me negative 16b squared. My positive 20b and my negative 20b cancel out, so I'm left with 25a to the 4th minus 16b squared. All right. Factor a difference of squares. So with a difference of squares, you have subtraction. Then you also have two perfect squares. So we know that a squared and b squared are perfect squares. All right, so when you factor a difference of squares, it follows this pattern. I make my two sets of parentheses. One has plus, one has minus. It does not matter which one comes first. The square root of a squared gives me a. The square root of b squared gives me b. The key to factoring a difference of squares is recognizing you have a difference of squares. So that's the main part, is being able to recognize, okay, I have subtraction. Do I have two perfect squares here or not? All right, so let's get into some examples. All right, so the first one, we have x squared minus 9. All right, so x squared is a perfect square. 9 is a perfect square, and we also have subtraction. So we're going to follow our pattern of making our two parentheses. One has minus, one has plus. Square root of x squared is x. Square root of 9 is 3. All right, and we can always FOIL or use the box method to multiply to check. X times x is x squared. X times 3 is positive 3x. Negative 3 times x is negative 3x. And then we have minus 9. So here we can see that our positive and negative 3x cancel, and we're left with x squared minus 9. All right, so that's where multiplying polynomials comes in at, because when we're factoring, we can always check ourselves to make sure those are our factors. For 2, we're going to do the exact same thing. We have a squared minus 36. A squared is a perfect square, and so is 36. So I'm going to make my parentheses 1 plus, 1 minus. Square root of a squared is a. Square root of 36 is 6. All right. So for b squared, we have -4. We have b squared minus 4. Both are perfect squares. So again, square root of b squared is b. Square root of 4 is 2. All right. Now for number 4, all right, we have 4x squared minus 25. So 4 is a perfect square. X squared is a perfect square. And so is 25. So we have, make my parentheses, 1 plus, 1 subtraction. So we have square root of 4 is 2, square root of x squared is x, and square root of 25 is 5. All right. 9y squared minus 1. 9 is a perfect square. Y squared is a perfect square, and so is -1. Square root of 9 is 3. Square root of y squared is y. And square root of 1 is 1. All right. So we have 16x squared minus 81. 16 is a perfect square. X squared is a perfect square. And 81 is a perfect square. So again, make my parentheses 1 plus 1 minus. We have 4x, taking the square root of 16x squared. And then we have 9, taking the square root of 81. All right. So what I want you to do is I want you to pause the video and I want you to try 7 through 12. Again, looking at whether it is a perfect square. Both of my terms are perfect squares and that I have a difference. All right. So taking the square root of 100, we get 10. We draw my parentheses first though. Square root of 49 is 7. Square root of b squared is b. All right, for number 8, square root of 25 is 5. Square root of x squared is x. Square root of 9 is 3. Four x squared plus 81. Square root of 4 is 2. Square root of x squared is x. And square root of 81 is 9. For number 10, we have square root of 4 is 2. Square root of x squared is x. Square root of 121 is 11. Square root of y squared is y. Number 11, square root of 36 is 6. Square root of a squared is a. Square root of 25 is 5. And square root of b squared is b. Number 12, square root of 64 is 8. Square root of x to the 4th. Got to be careful here. So the square root of x to the 4th, we have x squared. And then we have square root of 1 is 1. And the square root of y squared is y. Oh, and I see I made a mistake here. I made both of those pluses. So make sure that one of those is subtraction. All right. So now that we've looked at difference of squares, we're actually going to take GCF and difference of squares and put them together. So it says put it all together, factor out a GCF first, then factor a difference of squares if possible. All right. So as we get into factoring and we start looking at more methods, we always want to look for a GCF first. So for example, looking at number 13, I have 32x squared minus 8y squared. 32 is not a perfect square, and neither is 8, all right? But they do have a GCF in common. They're both divisible by 8. So my GCF will be 8. Divide each term by 8, so 32 divided by 8 is 4. My x squared is going to stay the same. 8 divided by 8 oops, it's not 8, is 1. And my y squared is going to stay the same. All right. So now we can see, looking at the parentheses, what's in parentheses. I have 4x squared. That term is a perfect square. And I have y squared. That term is a perfect square. So I'm going to keep my 8. Make my parentheses. Square root of 4 is 2. Square root of x squared is x. Square root of y squared is y. All right, so this is factoring difference of squares with the GCF. All right, looking at number 14, I have 72x squared minus 50. So I know 72 is not a perfect square, and neither is 50. But both are even and divisible by 2. So I'm going to pull out a GCF of 2. 72 divided by 2 is 36 x squared, and 50 divided by 2 is 25. All right, so we can see here we have perfect squares. So 36 is a perfect square. X squared is a perfect square, and so is 25. Keeping my GCF, making my 2 sets of parentheses. Square root of 36 is 6. Square root of x squared is x. Square root of 25 is 5. All right, so now what I want you to do is I want you to work on 15, 16, 17, and 18. We will go over these once I log onto the Meet, and then you'll be able to practice some more and complete your exit ticket.